Dumb Guy Live. Cool spin, Murph. We're here.
I'm like Booker T.
Wow, we're so confident now. Remember how awkward we were like 3 months ago when we started this, and I was like begging Jamie to speak.
It's like the first.
Oh, here we go. We've
yeah.
immediately gotten a comment.
We're
Fritz is
13
here.
episodes in somehow.
Fritz is here for the fucking do. Fellas, we're the only wrestling content sponsored by Mountain Dew Pitch Black. We also have Prime. So that's Logan Paul's, right? Is it the Paul brothers, or is it just Logan?
No. It's Logan Paul and KSI.
And KSI. Oh, cool. So cool. Yo, like the fight.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes, this is accurate. Dumb Guy Live. You're so right, my Portuguese friend. You are so correct. Solid Shades game. You know what would be awesome is if you guys donated money and you gave us super chats. I don't care because I do this for free, but Murph needs to make donations to Trump's re-election campaign, and Jamie has contributed to the Saudi Arabia purchasing Liverpool fund. So that's kind of what we're going for here. Anyway, guys, yeah. I'm more of a bloody gooner, right? But that's just me. I don't know why I'm Australian.
I'd like to if you
bloody. I love me some gooners.
I'd love to give it $5 to reimburse myself for buying this.
Yeah, this was $2.99 at the gas station. It was preposterous. I was like, I'm a teacher, you guys. I don't make that much money. Thank you, Fritz, for the reimbursement. I appreciate it. And yes, that's right. Up the fucking arsenal, pack of blood. That's how Portuguese people sound to me. Okay. Should we talk about wrestling a little bit? Actually, no. We're gonna do the review first. We are reviewing.
We're not a wrestling podcast.
No, we are reviewing Mountain Dew Pitch Black for the pod today. Take your screenshots there. This is the latest product from Mountain Dew, Pepsi, a Pepsi brand. And hold on, I'm by candlelight here. This is described as dew. It's dew, so it's what makes the grass wet in the morning, with a blast of dark citrus punch. What the fuck is dark citrus punch?
Pitch Black.
Oh, Mountain Dew. Pitch Black. So that's so dark. I don't know what the hell. Wait, hold on a second. What is this comment? No way you're a teacher, big bro. I'm literally maybe the best teacher of all time.
that's my friend from school.
That's your friend?
It's my friend.
Friends. No way.
Reginald Parker is perhaps the best teacher of them all.
He did call me big bro. I appreciate that, Reginald. So we're gonna fucking review the shit. I did not open this, so I'm gonna put my mic down for a sec. Somebody talk.
So obviously, Pitch Black, Mountain Dew. If you only watch Japanese wrestling and you haven't got a fucking clue what's going on right now,
yeah, our fans are like, "What? WWE? What? Who's Cody? What? Who's Rhea Ripley? I only watch crazy. Watch Chirumi Saver and
who's the dude?
Crazy Zacko.
Crazy Zacko and Halloween Man.
It's open, everybody, and I'm gonna Murph. Cheers, and hold on before you go. Jamie-san has some Prime. Thanks to Logan Paul and friend of the show, Logan Paul and KSI, have kindly donated some Prime. I want to see you try that the bomb pop looking one, the red, white, and blue. There, Jamie, and I think we're gonna give this a shot. So Murph and Jamie, cheers, and let's get Pitch Black. Okay,
it's pretty good. It's really
is pretty good.
It's really sweet.
Wait a minute, Prime sponsors Arsenal.
Yeah,
give me that shit. Yo, let's go. I gotta get me some.
And now they also sponsor the UFC. So
now I don't want any. That's pretty good. Now, okay, I'm a bit of a soda connoisseur. My stepdad works for Pepsi. Okay, he works for this company. I do love me all the Mountain Dew flavors. This reminds me, Murph, are you familiar with Mountain Dew Voltage, the blue one?
I only drank the orange one. I never drank the blue
Oh,
one.
Livewire.
Yeah. This tastes like kind of like Baja Blast from Taco Bell. Like a little bit. Not really though.
I think this is great. I think this is really good. Dark. I don't. Who can tell me what the fuck dark citrus is? Because that sounds problematic to me.
It's purple is my question. It's not black, it's purple.
Yeah, very clearly purple, not pitch black. This is a wrestling podcast.
Not anymore.
Yeah. I'm
This is
really
it. This is
glad.
what you're getting
I mean,
now.
this is really good. It's let's see, what are we looking at for nutrition here? I bet it's healthy. 280 calories in this one
75
bottle.
grams of sugar.
75 grams, nearly a quarter pound of sugar.
I only drink Coke Zero. So like this is like
Yeah, I drink Diet Coke here. Well, fucking I also have this. I love me my Diet Coke.
this is kind of like
Goddamn, this is a treat. This is not. Do not drink this regularly, or you will die. Yeah. So Reginald,
I can't even finish it.
bro. P, thoughts on UFC? Bro, why would you watch that when you can watch fake fights? Where
Watch
things
Glee.
happen. I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna watch fucking Nate Diaz like wrestle somebody. Get
You
out of
can
here.
watch Glee.
Yeah, you can watch Glee. You could watch Sendai Boys.
You can watch
You could watch She-En. You could watch Tradition. You could watch The Wrestling Revolver.
You can watch Zacko Man, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, yeah, we could go on this forever.
Yeah.
Dark citrus happens after an anime betrayal. Yeah, Jamie, I'm curious on your review of the of the red, white, and blue prime there.
So it's an interesting one. See, what flavor is it? It says ice pop, right? What flavor is that?
So
that's just
in America,
broad.
So in America, this probably is not a thing. So in America, we celebrate the 4th of July, right? Independence Day from your bitch asses. And a common 4th of July treat is a bomb pop. It's like a firework. It's a popsicle. You know what a popsicle is? Or an ice lolly.
Yeah.
It looks like the bottle. Is it red on top, white in the middle, and blue on the bottom, something like that?
Yeah.
And it's delicious. They're so good. But I think it's supposed to be like raspberry, strawberry on top, like lemon in the middle, and then blue raspberry on the bottom or something. How did you like it?
It's quite nice. I'm not really sure like the distinct flavor of it. But I've seen a lot of people say it's got like a sort of medicinal taste to it. I get it. I kind of get it. But it is quite nice. I'll have to see how they rank to the other ones. So
yeah, I gotta find that. Has Montel Bedford tweeted that we're live?
I don't know. Is he trying to sabotage Dumb Guy Live viewership? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm just trying to promote the show. That's all I'm trying to do. If you're here right now, I love you very much. Even Reginald.
Let me try some of this.
Yeah,
great.
We got purple, like mysterious purple, like us.
Prime pitch black. There we go.
Is that the Kobe flavor?
Goody.
Ooh, that's good though.
It is really good. It's really sweet though.
I'm not sure if I like this one as much.
What is that to you?
I don't know. I don't think we have as much grape flavored things over here.
Okay.
So it's
you guys have Gatorade?
We do. I saw some in Sainsbury's today. But I've never really. I don't think I've ever had it. But yeah, that's not my favorite. Just prime grape.
So yeah, Montel Bedford has not posted that we're live. So if you're here, you somehow we're waiting for this, which is incredible. Scarecrow, you did miss the Pitch Black review. We've already cracked into him, as you can see, where the levels are.
I'm gonna call Montel Bedford live on stream.
Okay, so Murph, give me a star rating on this bitch. What's your star rating?
We're gonna go 3.75.
Okay, I was gonna go. It's a 4-star match to me. It's a 4-star beverage.
This makes the Notebook.
This is a TM match for me. This is good. Sorry, I made myself laugh, which never happens. I don't know why. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Yeah, that was a bit presumptive. I was like, obviously they have fucking Gatorade. It's like,
no, because they have Lucozade. Like I thought they only had Lucozade.
Whatever you're saying is not real. So
I didn't realize you guys didn't have Lucozade.
I don't know what the fuck that is. Is this a drink of the year contender? Well,
this
we're
one's
early.
The best.
What? Yeah, what's that?
This is blue raspberry. This is the best one.
I love blue raspberry.
What is blue raspberry? Like what the?
It's just raspberry, but blue. Don't think about it.
You guys don't have icy, like a blue raspberry icy? Like that's like a classic in the US.
What would you call? So okay, Jamie, what would you call it's a beverage, so it's not like a snow cone. That's mostly like really finely ground ice and also sweet flavoring in it. So it's like a drink.
Like a slush.
Yeah, like okay. It's like a slushy. Okay, I did not know that you were gonna get that. See, I feel like slush should be the American name, and slushy sounds more British to me. But I guess it's the other way around. Yeah, I would consider this a drink of the year contender thus far. I also have some fucking vanilla real sugar Pepsi that I may crack into at some point. That's pretty good.
I got that. Last year was Nitro Pepsi. That shit's good.
Yo, I also have some of that. I'm like so stocked. This is what happens when you have a stepdad who works for Pepsi because he brings home pallets of the shit and he's just like send some home. I also have a Modelo beer, which is the drink of the year every year for me because I drink many of them on weekends.
I dropped a pallet on my foot this week, so
Ooh, don't do that. That's bad for you. That's bad.
Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. Just grab something.
Oh no, he's shooting. He's going into business for himself. Okay. Well, that was really fun.
Number one, thank you if you're here because
if you're here, this like
our fearless leader kind of betrayed us today.
He abandoned us. He doesn't. You know what?
He just did.
He's got. Wait. Why do I have all of these? Hold on. Okay, I have to. Now I have to go. I'll be back.
Fuck wrestling.
That means talk.
Is this a drinks podcast? Are we a drinks podcast now?
So, Murph, what did you think of Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss at the Royal Rumble?
I'm not going to say anything because if I do, I may be fined. But really, my Rumble thoughts were I thought the Rumble match, like the men's Rumble, was tremendous. I really, really enjoyed it. I liked that stuff, Parker. It's very good. I thought the Rumble match was really good, and I thought the post-show angle was really good, and I thought everything else was absolute dog shit. Like Cody was awesome. Cody and Logan Paul were the MVPs of that first match. The Brock stuff was cool. Gunther was good. Bobby Lashley looked good. That match was awesome. And then and then the Pitch Black match was it was kind of funny, which is like a redeeming quality. Yeah. Funny, like a laughing at it. Oh, look, dude, bro, you drank. That's so sick. So it was like redeeming, and I feel like everything else was kind of bad. It's kind of bad.
Yeah.
I thought the men's Rumble was awesome. I thought that match was so good. I loved it. It was great. Cody was awesome. Gunther and Sheamus and Drew were all awesome. Brock was awesome when he was out there.
We're fans of the Banger Bros, the Banger Boys.
There were like only like 3 filler entries in the whole thing. But maybe like 4 or 5, I guess. But I thought like the Street Profits were kind of superfluous.
Sorry. We have Pitch Black. You
yeah. Someone ask?
Yeah, Anjan did.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we have Pitch Black, bro. We have it, dude.
We're gonna drink it throughout the show. So like, we're just gonna sit because you can't drink a lot because it's so sweet. We're just gonna continue to drink it, just so people like know. Yeah, we do because we did advertise it.
Reginald, thank you for this. I got a haircut yesterday, and I feel like I'm getting some of my Riz back after shaving. I don't look as good shaved. I look better with a beard, and I look better with short hair, with a nice fade. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. Were we gonna talk about wrestling? Yeah, the rest of the Rumble fucking sucked. I also don't care about fucking Roman, Sammy. Like it was the right thing to do. Like it was a well executed angle, but I think Roman fucking sucks, so I don't care. They still should do that Sammy match. They won't though. They'll do like Sammy and Kevin against the Usos or something. At Mania, we'll see what happens. Now Murph's gone. All three of us have left at some point.
Should we just sack it off? Let's just.
I don't know what this means, Reginald. So I'm just
Walker,
gonna do that one at you.
It's great.
Greatness on a different level. I hate that thing. It sucks. I hate it's so boring. It's so generic.
The theme is awesome.
Roman does suck. I agree. Thank you, AK.
But you know who? Yeah, we love. I like Roman, but it's time. It's time.
It's time for Code Man.
For a new era.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Whoa!
This is my favorite. This is my favorite Japanese wrestling podcast out there.
I'm like, well, Cody Rhodes, had an excursion in Japan. He had a 6-year-long excursion. As he said,
I loved Roman Reigns in the 2014 Dio Grand Prix.
Are we gonna play that game again? Because I actually prepared them just in case. So for the end,
Okay, maybe. It depends on what we're doing.
We'll play
I just get fucking destroyed.
Ninja Mac here. This is what happens. So usually, so a little peek behind the curtain, everybody. Usually, head wrestle purist Monty is here, like present, but he's just not on screen. He's just kind of watching here. He's not here. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's cheating or something, but he's busy right now. So
I WhatsApped him to promote our show, you numpty, and he saw it. So he's not too busy.
Okay. All right. Well. Okay. Should we talk a little bit of wrestling? I want to recap the big thing this weekend, and then we will move on to some preview stuff. Sound like a plan, you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
There was one big match that what? Okay, I thought you were doing
match,
bits.
if you will.
Sorry, I was going over. I was on another tab, and I thought you guys were doing bits. Yes, there was an incredible. There was a really big notable match in DDT this weekend at Korakuen. It was Kazusada Higuchi defending the KOD Openweight Championship against Yuji Hino, who was kind of like freelance guy for a long time. He seems to have found a home in DDT, especially considering he won the KOD Championship this weekend, which we briefly touched on it. I think we all said that we thought the match was going to be really good. But I don't think any of us anticipated this title change. But let's just talk about the match itself. It was all chops, start to finish. Chops. Jamie, what do you think about this one?
I loved it. This is my type of match. Just two big meaty fellas just wallop on each other. And yeah, I did not expect this result, but I don't mind it. I think Higuchi's kind of I don't know. He's beat every notable name there is to beat in DDT. I like Hino. So yeah,
I'm gonna ask both of you guys, how many chops were thrown in this match?
I'm gonna say 125.
Jamie, what's your guess?
I'm gonna say 126. So if it's higher,
I'll
win.
Are very off. 218 chops.
What?
But that means I win because I was closer. So.
Oh man.
200.
That's too many.
Chops in a match. That's crazy.
Wow. You guys saw how Higuchi's chest looked after the match. It was pretty crazy. So I literally sat during my planning period at school today, and I didn't have headphones, and I watched DDT with volume up alone in my classroom when I didn't have any students in there, and that's how I watched this because I didn't get to it last night. I thought this match was great, so it's fresh in my mind.
I really liked it. Just for those that don't know, Yuji Hino debuted at the end of 2020 in DDT, and the place he debuted in a pool match. He debuted in a match that was done at a pool. You know, that's not really the most prominent debut in a pool match.
Auspicious.
But you know, he debuted, joined Damnation. Damnation died, and now he is the KOD champion. He won with the fucking bomb, which is I think is one of the best like names for a move. It's just the fucking bomb. Like that's a great move. Yeah, Yuji Hino won and beat the fucking bomb. That Yuji Hino actually has been the KOD champion before, which I didn't know. Yuji Hino was champion in 2012. So and now there's going to be Hiroshima and Yuki Onaya for the shot at Judgment, which is like they're going to have a 5-hour show.
It'll be Hiroshima.
It has to be because Yuki Onaya sucks.
They're not gonna put. I don't think he sucks. I think he's pretty good, but they're not gonna put Yuki Onaya in the main event of.
They're having a 5-hour long show in Korakuen Hall.
Yeah.
I don't know how that one's going to go.
Wait,
but,
Judgment's at Korakuen?
Yeah, because they're doing a gimmick this year. It's like 5 hours long.
What?
Yeah.
That's so weird. Why would they not do an arena?
Because they're doing. I think that they moved. Because I think
Judgment's usually at like Ota Ward or something like that, or like Nagoya, isn't it?
Goku and an Ota in a year. I think they're doing this in this in Korakuen, and they're gonna do 2 Ryogokus.
DDT does things that I don't understand sometimes.
Like I remember when they had the show outside in like that weird like high school football stadium.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was weird to me. And then also like I wished like companies were more like consistent on like what venues they booked. Like I get why Stardom booked all those like huge venues during the pandemic. Like everyone knew that, like knew why they did that. And I understand why I feel like Dragon Gate should. Do you think Dragon Gate could do a good number in Ryogoku? I'm going off on a tangent here. Do you think Dragon Gate could do a good number in Ryogoku?
Yeah, I think so. It would depend on the match. Like I think if you like had Shingo on it or something, it would be great. It would be tough. I think it would be a little tough without that because I don't know if they have like all their top guys are maybe a little bit past their prime. Except I think Shun's kind of on the cusp of being the guy.
That's true.
But yeah, so if they did like Shun Yamato, I think that it would probably do pretty well. That's probably the biggest match they can do.
I would have put Mochi draws really well in Tokyo. I would have put him in the main event for like one last time. But yeah, DDT's doing that in Korakuen, 5-hour long show.
That's so weird. 5-hour Korakuen show is like incomprehensible to me.
WWE did 5-hour long shows. They sucked then. I think these are gonna suck too.
I will say I do love the DDT long shows, the big shows that they do that always go like they have like 17 matches and like there's some like crazy shit that I don't understand. As long as it's not pheromones, I'm like, this is cool. This is cool
DDT had the worst match of I think last year. On one of their long shows, which was the Lilyco retirement.
The Lilyco retirement match. it had like an 8.8 on Cage Match for a while until I rated it 0. And then I said, and then my review is, if you like rape, you will like this match. And they banned my Cage Match account.
But also the big thing about Judgment 23, 5-hour long, Samurai Del Sol versus Yuki Ueno will be on the show.
Yeah, that's cool. That's exciting. Yeah, I think Samurai Del Sol is great. Like I wonder why he hasn't been, but maybe he's doing like maybe he had been doing like the ex-WWE thing that a lot of people do where you're kind of, feel like you're above it a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
And also like can't spell. That's the one thing that kind of fucked him over. Like he just
can't spell, Brody.
He can't
spell. So dumb. That was so fucking stupid.
So the fact that he can't spell also Aerostar kind of fucked him over. Aerostar just acted like
Aerostar remember like botching everything.
Yeah, he did it like a drunk impression. Like he literally just like wrestled like he was drunk. That kind of screwed him over. But I like DDT. I want DDT.
So yeah. Anyway, with DDT, I think we should go back to the 2018 Ryogoku Peter Pan main event.
What was that?
Which was Danshoku Dino versus Daisuke Sasaki for the KOD.
Was that when he ran that was when he ran the company. That was like during the gimmick where he beat Takagi, and then he was allowed to run the company. Yeah, I remember that.
So dumb.
That show did 7,000 people in Ryogoku.
Like Japanese people sometimes don't make sense to me, but
Oh,
they
Shima
will.
versus Kenosuke Takeshita. What am I saying? Shima versus Takeshita. That's a pretty good match. I'd take that.
Joey Ryan was on that show.
Jason Kincaid was on that show.
Jason Kincaid. Yo, does he still wrestle?
I don't know. There's a Jason Cade and a Jason Kincaid. So like I get
Well,
this.
Jason Cade is black, and Jason
thanks.
Kincaid is white, and that's a pretty easy delineation in my opinion.
Thanks,
Anyway, we could talk about the milieu of that. A lot of people were surprised by the title change, and I was to a certain extent. A lot of people were disappointed by it too, because Higuchi was a really good champion. But like, I don't know, like he beat, like Jamie kind of said, he beat just about everybody except Hiroshima. Interestingly enough, important in the company. So yeah, it's fine. I don't know who else. And Higuchi is, I don't know. He seems to be just a tiny step below like that big top guy like a Takeshita or an Endo or someone like that. But maybe that's just me.
I really hope that Endo gets a reign, like an actual reign, because I mean Endo kind of got screwed over. So I hope Endo gets a reign soon. I also hope Ueno gets the belt. I think they have to pull the trigger on Ueno eventually.
Oh, they will.
It's starting to get a little like
I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, that's true.
And Ueno's been wrestling for like, even though he's only like he's almost the same age as like Takeshita, for example, or Endo. Or wait, no, how old's Endo? No, Endo's older. But he's been wrestling for like way shorter.
Endo's 31, which I did not know.
Yeah. So in any case, that's our little DDT report from this weekend. Upcoming
DDT, was there any Tokyo Joshi Pro this weekend?
Yeah, there was. Why do you ask?
Because I was wondering if you watched it.
No, bro, who the fuck watches TJPW? What do you think this is? This is a real wrestling podcast.
I don't know. I thought you like it because it's good for your soul.
There was a show. I remember. So my Rika Tatsumi lost to fucking Hyper Misao in the main event. So
She's
that was
dog
really...
shit. She really does suck.
I don't think she's bad. I just don't enjoy the character. Like if she was a serious, like she could like maybe tone down some of the comedy stuff and still keep her cool character.
I'm looking at your spreadsheet actually to look at all the wrestling that happened the last week.
I'm pretty goddamn thorough on that shit, aren't I?
I like the new format. It looks really good.
Yeah.
I like how you said it's the freaking Rumble in it. I like that.
It's what it is. It's the stip. The stipulation is that it's the freaking Rumble. I'm gonna actually post it in the. Yeah, come visit my spreadsheet, everybody. Okay, so let's chat about some upcoming stuff. Let's start. First of all, I just want to talk about cheering. It's back, you guys.
Yeah,
People can cheer at wrestling events with no restrictions. It's
finally
back after 3 years. Again, New Japan Cup 2020 hadn't even been underway when everything changed. Right, the world changed forever. Okay, we are finally
We're back.
We are so fucking back from this horrible time. There were some great matches that came from it. Tanahashi Shingo, Nakajima Keno, Skywalker Yamato, that's a great example. But come on. I mean, come on.
We're back like
wrestling, like the way we go about being fans of Japanese professional wrestling is just going to be so immensely improved just going forward. You think it's a coincidence that everybody was like, for 2 years, everybody was like, oh man, CMLL sucks. And then all of a sudden they get full Arena Mexico crowds and everybody likes the shows now. Crazy how that works, huh? Yeah. It's almost like they were saving big matches for full Arena Mexico crowds.
Arena Mexico is the best crowd in the world. So, like, thank God.
Yeah, it's almost like they didn't want to give away fucking Volador versus Mystico or some shit like that on an empty arena show.
The only big match that CML did during that era was Volador Bandito, just because Bandito was leaving.
Yeah, and they were like, we got to get a Bandito match. Yeah, it was the anniversary. And it's literally the anniversary show, so it's like fine. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, crowds being back. There's no more of this like COVID booking where it's like we're not sure if a company's doing this because they're playing it safe. Like I felt for a long time, like remember Suwama had that really long run in All Japan. And you know, I'm a huge Suwama fan, especially when he's not Voodoo Murders Suwama. But it definitely felt like to me, for example, they were playing it safe with one of their top 2 guys, and they didn't want to change anything up because they were unsure of the future. Feels like we're done with that now.
I have a hot take.
Okay.
I think that Tokyo Joshi Pro is bad booking, but I think that they waited until cheering is back to maybe pull the trigger on some people. That's my hot take. I think that this year and into the next year, Tokyo Joshi Pro is going to start to pull triggers on like people like Yuki Arai, you know, very good wrestlers. You know, I think they're just going to start to I can't even do it straight face. I think they're going to start to pull the trigger on people just for those big rally. Yuki Arai is going to shine against Aja Kong. I'm just going to say that real quickly. Well,
I hate her so much. I'm sure
Why?
she's a lovely gal.
Why?
She's garbage at wrestling.
No, she's not. She has the most vicious kicks in wrestling. No one.
You seen that axe kick? Doesn't connect.
Beggars can't be choosers, Parker. Beggars cannot be choosers.
Beggars can't be choosers. There's so much. What? There's so much Joshi. Although most of it's pretty bad. We are in fact in Japanese wrestling. We are back like Spinal. Okay.
AJ Francis, if you're watching this, I don't like you.
First of all, why?
He's gonna be honest with you. You know, you went after our boy Arguelon, which I never really liked.
We lost access. That's
Damn it!
We'll-
Internet's dying right now. We lost. We lost access. Ah! It was our chance, Jamie. We had access. We were gonna get the Vince interview. We were gonna break the Triple H heart attack news. We were gonna break the Steph leaving news.
Can you guys
lost? But we had to we just had to make fun of AJ Francis. We had to make fun of Top Dollar. And now we don't have access. And now I don't know what we'll do. Murph's gone. Murph, it was so sad that I'm sorry, I shouldn't have reminded him.
You have to take a minute.
Anyway, let's get back to insulting Yuki Arai. When the B had to sell her not even touching her with that stupid axe kick, I'll never forget it. Yeah, poor Suzume, who's like actually good but never wins. Same with Arisu Endo. Actually good.
Who would you like to see Tokyo Joshi Pro pull the trigger on if Murph's theory is correct? Who would you like to see?
Well, so Miyu Watanabe seems the most likely, and she if I was running it, that's what I would do. But as I'm personally more of a fan of the 2 I just said, Suzume and Endo. Like Endo, I think is like one of the top 10 wrestlers in the company. Like she's really good. They just don't let her do anything. And so that's who I would go with. But is there anybody who you particularly like on it? I think like even some of the middling people that people are kind of high on, like I don't think Hikari Noah is very good. Like I don't think Yuki Kamifuku is very good. So I don't know. What about you?
Yeah, it's pretty similar to you. Miyu Watanabe would be like the main one.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know. I like the new. Who's the new one they have in? Himawari.
Himawari. I've never seen a Himawari match. I have no idea.
I've not watched it. I checked out one match because I saw some people talking about it. But she seems okay, but I don't know enough.
This is good news, Scarecrow. I'm glad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Commander. I'm sorry, or Commodore. Sorry, I just don't. I don't really think she's that good personally. I just don't. I don't think she. I think she's had one better than like pretty good match in her career, and it was against Miyu Yamashita, which you would hope that it's pretty good. So anyway, cheering's back, Jamie, and I know we're very excited, and specifically for one company, which has I would say been, for whatever reason, mostly just to sell as many tickets as possible, I assume, has been the most cheering averse company thus far, and that would be Stardom. We have yet to hear a Stardom crowd cheer since March 2020.
It's been so long. And it's it's crazy because you'd say these have been like the best years or like they've grown the most. Like, it's been crazy growth for Stardom. I think I think they handled the shows well. They've had like obviously they have like the clap crowds, but they have the whole roster pretty much around the ring making noise and stuff. So yeah, there's been some atmosphere, but it's gonna be so great to hear like the crowd actually like it'll be interesting to see
they're actually gonna cheer.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see who they like get behind. That's going to be the thing with a lot of these shows now. We're going to actually see who's like over. We've seen like we see stuff online and stuff, but I'm looking forward to it. And we have a big show this Saturday. We have Stardom Supreme Fight, as Commodore Laz says there. Indeed, I am looking forward to the show a lot. I think
run through it. What's our main event?
Main event. This can be nice. We have Julia defending the World of Stardom Championship.
Wrestler.
Yeah, we're defending the World of Stardom Championship against Suzuki.
Ice Ribbon Wrestler.
Ice Ribbon Wrestler. Yo, Ice Ribbon
crazy.
Forever. Yo,
Ice Ribbon Forever. I'm so excited for this main event. Julia versus Suzu. It's such a great choice for your first cheering crowd back, right? Because it's not one of the like all time like big time, like it's not Julia versus Shuri. It's not Julia versus Utami, or I guess Utami versus Shuri, like sort of one of that triumvirate, and you could add Mayu in there as well. But it's not it's not some like big match that you want to save for like the biggest crowd possible. But I think their shared history, the actions and the build up leading up to this, and just the fact that they're two incredibly talented women who are among the best Joshi wrestlers, among the best women's wrestlers in the world. It's just going to be great. I am so excited for this match. This is easily the 2023 Joshi match I've looked forward to the most. The last time I was anticipating a Joshi show this much was Ice Ribbon Mania on New Year's Eve. So very much looking forward to this.
Yeah,
what about
I think when we were looking at I think Stardom's been like insanely consistent throughout the pandemic, but I think January, start of this month, was like a pretty quiet month for them. I mean, they had 2 pay-per-views, which is
I didn't think they had a 4-star match all month.
Yeah, well, I would tend to agree. They had it
was a 30-minute draw. I thought it was pretty good. I didn't think it was.
That was decent to tag. But yeah, so they've had 2 pay-per-views, which is like standard for Stardom. They have a lot. One of them was like the opener to the Triangle Derby, which is it's been fun, but it's not giving us any like crazy great matches. And then the other one was like plagued by injuries and people pulling out, illnesses, stuff like that. So this is like the first like real big Stardom show of the year. So like the fact that we have crowds back for this is really nice. The co-main event is another one I'm looking forward to a lot. We have Saya Kamatani defending. Oh shit, Merv's back.
We have Saya Kamatani. Oh man, he's kind of frozen though.
Saya Kamatani defending the Wonder of Stardom Championship. If she wins this match, she will break the defense record of the challenger Momo Watanabe. So this is a big
match. That's a big match too. Another one that's go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I think this is another one that Kamatani's winning because they've already set up Mina Shirakawa. So, but I think this will be a great match. I like Momo Watanabe getting big matches is always a win for me.
This is an interesting point, and I'll talk about that match in a sec. That Scarecrow, some of the strongly pushed wrestlers don't do that well in fan polls, so he's interested to see how over some of them actually are with like cheering. I am too. It's very like some of them are just, it's just not that consistent with like, you look at the Puro rankings and it's always like, Okada and Kaito and people like that, right? It's always just very highly pushed people. And then in the women, it's like Tam and Unagi, and then Mayu's like 13th or something. And yeah.
I think the top 3 Stardom did recently. They have like the general election where you have to like buy merch or something to. And the top 3 were Natsupoi, Tam, and Starlight Kid.
Yeah, Starlight Kid is always very high. Yeah. So that's interesting. I'm looking. Yeah, I'm very interested in seeing this too. Like someone like Micah, like well pushed, right? Not a top star, but easily someone in that upper echelon. Like how actually over is someone like Micah? I'd be very interested to see that. So we'll see what we see. And also, I just tend to think that like it's a lot different to be someone's favorite wrestler or to be a wrestler that you'll like buy merch from. Uh, like if you're taking the rankings of general popularity versus a ranking of everyone's number one favorite, like I'm sure that's a lot different. Like there
Yeah.
are so many people who I'm sure like New Japan fans who would put someone like Tomohiro Ishii in their top 5 in the company, right? But I don't know how many would put him as their number one favorite in the company. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I think that there's some of that in there too. So yeah, I think that's interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, like Lamora has a good example here. Like I'm sure just about every TJPW fan considers Miyu Yamashita to be a fantastic wrestler and among like one of their favorites in the promotion. But it's probably just not that many because her character doesn't really stand out compared to TJPW. And if you're watching TJPW, you're probably watching for character things, right? That it would make sense that she's not as popular as a Yuki Arai or a Juria Nagano or even like Sakazaki or Mizuki or someone like that. So yeah, I think that's an interesting thing. My guess is everybody, I don't think we'll see any major shocks as to like who's over versus who's not. And also what I've found is that like frankly the dudes don't scream as much, especially at women wrestlers, at Joshi wrestlers. And so like the real like things that are like when Kenny Omega tags in, it's like Kenny, like everybody's going crazy, right? But I don't know if the same thing will happen for like Natsupoi or someone like that.
Yeah.
Or Starlight Kid. So we'll see, but I'm very interested in that. So Saya Kamitani versus Momo. I would like a title change here. I am a huge Saya fan. But I do think it's ready. Like I've seen the match played out and I feel like we're getting diminishing returns. And I see the goal. Obviously, they're trying to break the defense record and then probably Mina, which I'm also not hugely behind that idea. But still, I still think she's a great wrestler. And I think Momo is a unique enough opponent compared to, Saray, I'm a huge fan of. Saray wasn't going to win. Who else has she defended against? Like Umasaki, like not a super distinctive wrestler, a good wrestler, but not a super distinctive one. I do think the Kyrie match was a little overrated too. So it's just been a minute since I've seen a really great Saya Kamitani match. Hopefully this is one of them. And yes, I do think Saya will retain. What else we got here?
Moving on, we have a Goddess of Stardom championship match. We have 7-Up, Nanai Takahashi, and Yu defending against Micah and Himeka. I think this would be great. Just beast. Yeah,
should be great. Oh, very interested to see how over like Nanai and Yu are as well. Yeah.
Obviously they were initially presented as like, we don't like this company now. It's not as good as it was years ago. I don't know. They've kind of dropped that a little bit. Now they're just
now they're just like part of the roster.
They were like Nanai was like singing along with Tam.
Nanai's interesting because like legends, like quote unquote legends, are almost always very over in Japanese crowds. But because she was always active and almost always wrestling in smaller companies like Seedling, right? I think there is. All right, I think Murph's finally
back. We're back.
Jeez.
Let's go. We got a little bit of a change in scenery, but
okay, cool. Anyway, yeah, Nanai. I'm very interested to see how popular she is but I mean, she's a good enough wrestler, and everybody in this match is pretty good. I'm not a huge Himeka fan personally. I don't think she's grown that much in the ring since she debuted.
I like Himeka.
You like Himeka? I thought. Well, see, the thing is, I thought she had really good matches when she started, like way above what I expected from her after seeing her in Actress Girls, like the Julia match. I know, and like in the, I think it was the Mayu match too, and like the real like doldrums of the pandemic. were better than I expected. And then she even had like a 20-minute draw, if I recall, with like Saya that ended up being pretty good. But I feel like it's been a long time since I've actually seen genuine like excitement and growth from there. So so we'll see there, at least in my opinion. And yes, Murph, your audio is good. Okay. All right. What anything else notable on this guy?
Yeah, we got a few. I'd say about 3 other pretty decently big matches. We have a match that Mayu Iwatani proposed on the last pay-per-view. I believe it's called the Naniwa Roulette or something like that. This is essentially a gauntlet match. There's 15 women in this match. Pinfall submission, I believe, over the top rope, and a 5-minute time limit for each individual match. If you draw, both are out. The winner gets a title shot. But there's some big names in this that you've got, like Mayu Iwatani, Tam Nakano, Nats Poison, Natsuko Tora. There is an X in this match, and usually when there's an X in these like multi-woman Stardom matches, it's usually super strong Stardom machine, which is it's Saida, but she's in a match. No, it's not. Still real to Parker. Or it's super strong giant Stardom machine, which is a new one. That's
right.
Lady C. but both of those two have matches elsewhere on the card. I don't think they'll be doing this. And the fact that this is like this match has stakes. It's not just like a big like a show opener, a nothing pre-show match. I feel like this could be someone interesting. And my theory is that this is formerly of Marvelous. I believe this will be Mei Hoshizuki coming back to wrestling.
Oh, that's exciting.
So yeah, Chigusa Nagayo, she mentioned a few weeks ago, one of the Marvelous wrestlers that left quite a while back now will be returned to wrestling, but for another company.
Well, should be like Hibiki.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed Meiho Jizuki when she did the high speed stuff. So that sounds really, really good to me, honestly.
Yeah, but that match should be fun. And then you have where's this card gone? Oh, there's another big singles match. We have Parker's favorite Stardom wrestler, Mirai. She'll be taking on of Sendai Girls Chihiro Hashimoto. So that's pretty beast, Parker. Yeah, I know you're not a huge fan of Mirai, but I'm a huge fan of Chihiro Hashimoto.
Yeah, this feels like Hashimoto's going to get a win. I mean, this is a big win because Mirai's like really, really pushed. I hope they don't do a fucking draw. That would suck.
I don't think they will. They're building to this. They're building to this Shuri match for big.
That's what I'm. So yeah. So like essentially, Hashimoto beats Mirai and then takes on Shuri and then loses. Also, I genuinely think that doing the Shuri match is literally the only reason they had Hashimoto lose the Sendai Girls title to Asuka. And I think that as soon as she does the Shuri match and then loses to Shuri, she will return and win the title back pretty much immediately. So that's my theory. We'll see what happens there. But I'm looking forward to this because I think Hashimoto's excellent, and I think she's also very charismatic, and so I'm looking forward to seeing her in there.
Yeah, and then there's just there's two trios matches. One of them is like another triangle derby match. It's just like Oedo Tai versus Stars. But one of them is we have Queen's Quest trio of Utami Hayashishita, Azumi, and Lady C, another one of Parker's favorites. And they'll be taking on the God's Eye team of Shuri, Amisure, which is a Parker favorite, and one of my favorites, Konami, is back for this show. It's always good to see. Always good to see Konami back. Pops around every like 4 or 5 months, maybe. She's like,
she's like, I feel like wrestling. Sure, why not?
Yeah, bright lights, Konami.
What about my favorite God Eye member, Tomoka Inaba? She been around lately?
Is she in the Gauntlet?
She's not advertised for the Gauntlet. However, Miyu Amasaki is not wrestling in the Gauntlet anymore, so she could be like a replacement, maybe, if she's not busy.
What about Club Venus? My favorite.
Club Venus. Mina's in the Gauntlet. Mariah May's in the Gauntlet, but Zaya Brookside is not in the Gauntlet.
Well, I mean, Zaya Brookside's the worst one, so
Imagine if she was just like, X. She's like, Zion Brooks.
It's,
We're honestly
like
the
Haruka
we're the
Amasaki.
Club Venus of Club Venus or Wrestle Purist. I mean, we're just kind of.
I don't know what that means. So I'm gonna move on. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the show. So excited that cheering is back for Stardom. It's gonna be really fun to see the reactions and everything like that. And I think there are multiple matches on this card with like chance to be really, really great. So very much.
By the way, real quick, I'd like to apologize for my Chris O'Bred impression. My Wi-Fi was going out, and then I had to make I had to go to my brother's streaming setup. So, this may be my new spot anyway, but it's a lot nicer than my setup.
All right. Well, welcome back, Murph. We just talked about Stardom while you were gone, and you don't really care about Stardom, so that's fine by us. All right. Moving on. Let's talk some other stuff. What the hell else is going on in Japan this weekend? Well, we got new beginning in Sapporo this weekend, which is obviously it's like the secondary New Beginning show. New Beginning is always a really interesting tour because they do so many of them. there's like 4 different big shows that they do that are all main evented by like big special
New Beginning in
matches.
Sapporo is where Cody Rhodes turned on Kenny Omega. So there's your time.
And Ibushi came back.
Yes, Ibushi came back
like he did today.
And speaking of Ibushi, Ibushi's going to work for a shitter promotion. Ibushi is going to work for the worst promotion in the world. It's Game Changer Wrestling.
Bro. Tokyo Joshi Pro has never put on a match as good as like any Lucha 6-man they do on a random GCW show.
But Tokyo Joshi Pro, unlike their partner promotion, doesn't have Joey Janela. So that's a point.
Joey Janela is good. Joey Janela is better than probably all but like 4 TJPW wrestlers. I'm not kidding. It's like Miyu Yamashita, Rika Tatsumi, Mizuki, not Yuka Sakazaki. Like Joey Janela is better than Yuka Sakazaki. Joey Janela is better than Maki Ito.
I agree with that.
I don't know. He may be better than. Anyway,
I think that I'm not a big GCW fan. They blocked me for calling them out because they had a pedophile on their show. I called them out for it in the comments when they booked the pedophile, and they blocked me. So I didn't know the news until a little after everyone else. But I hope everyone enjoys GCW Ibushi. I'm gonna wait until he debuts in AEW to really enjoy him, because it was reported by the Murph Observer newsletter that he was gonna debut sometime after the All Out pay-per-view in September. So it's coming. Trust me.
Just any time after September, any time from then.
I like this comment. Easily, I would say TJPW was easily my worst promotion of last year. In terms of, I actually think that's an interesting question, because obviously, like, I try to watch wrestling that I'm going to enjoy, right? Like, I don't fucking like Oz Academy. I think it's bad, so I don't watch it. But I do watch a lot of wrestling, and I would probably say TJPW.
WWE has so many wrestlers and so many shows where it like kind of physically can't be the worst, because you're gonna have like the shitter match, but you're also gonna have Sheamus and Gunther and Drew McIntyre.
Right. Yeah, and you have Cody. Right.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes. I mean, it's like kind of impossible for WWE to be the worst promotion, just because it's like the talent they have. It's like it's automatically going to be somewhat okay.
Right. Yeah. So,
especially with a somewhat competent booker. I mean, it's not like they're being booked by a senile man. I mean,
it's not like they're being booked by fucking Vince anymore.
Lamora, I agree with that.
It may be.
NWA is really bad.
Well, I don't watch NWA. I don't think about it. So wait, what did he actually announce? Like, I know he's coming to Bloodsport. Where else did he? Is he doing the Joey Janela Spring Break?
This is what he's wrestling Effie in the main event of Spring Break.
Woo! Maybe
I just want to remind GCW booked Psycho Clown to lose to Effie. That's like the most inconceivable like match I've ever seen in my life. Psycho Clown, the man who took Dr. Wagner's mask in the biggest match in North American history of the last like 30 years, lost to Effie in a Ukrainian cultural center.
Psycho Loco, Psycho Clown, Psycho. Oh man, I've been watching a lot of lucha this year because it's not boring because there's actually like fans and
Right
stuff
now.
like that. I might go back to my Super Viernes days and actually buy like the Ticketmaster Live every Friday and do that.
They used to put them on New Japan World, and I just watch them with the
I
VPN.
know it sucks that they don't do it anymore,
Mm.
and I'm also busy a lot of Friday nights, so I don't. And they don't do like a video on demand.
I watch all my Friday night wrestling Saturday mornings when I'm like waking up. I wake up, drink my coffee, and watch some Rampage usually. But I'd also love to watch CMLL.
So new beginning, new beginning in Sapporo this weekend. Two big shows. First one, 3 big matches. Main evented Tetsuya Naito, who will be taking on Keiji Muto in his retirement match in just like 3 weeks from now. Will be 2 weeks from now. Sorry. Will be taking or no, when is it? It is like 3 weeks from now. Yeah.
The
Sorry.
Roughneck.
He'll be taking on the Roughneck, Shota Umino. A lot of people think Umino's winning this. No, there's no chance he's winning this ahead of the Muto match. Naito will win this. Why would you have Naito beat Keno
Peach,
and then lose?
Peach, you didn't miss the Mountain Dew review. We've been sipping it all show. So Peach, we have it.
Peach,
So,
mine's gone. I drank it. It's really good. I like it a lot.
I can't like
it was
too
a
much.
4-star, and it's a drink of the year contender. So yeah, Naito versus Umino. Super excited for this though. One of the few really big tests for Umino thus far.
I'm an Umino guy, so I'm very excited to see that.
Umino a week ago today pinned Sonata clean in the main event.
Sonata's kind of getting geeked out right now.
And Sonata, well, they're doing a story that he's like quitting LIJ and that he's on a losing streak and he can't get his mojo back. So that's kind of interesting.
Without
but
LIJ,
they're
he's
obviously
nothing though. So I hope he doesn't.
Well, maybe he'll reform Wrestle One. Karl Marx, my 3 fave comrades. What's up to you, Mr. Marx?
What's up, Marx?
I appreciate it. And yes, thank you, Peach. I appreciate that. I enjoyed it.
Much appreciated. I really appreciate what you said.
So yeah, Naito versus Umino's exciting. A match that should also just be like great is Will Ospreay versus Taichi. This is very much a rehab match for Ospreay. They always do these at New Beginning, where the people who lose the big time singles matches at Wrestle Kingdom almost always get like a non-title singles match against somebody else. At New Beginning to help rehab them.
Kojima 2 years ago. He had the match with Kojima 2 years ago.
And Taichi was the guy for Okada like 3 years ago.
Right.
We recall, yeah. Mm-hmm. So this is a common thing. You come out after Wrestle Kingdom, you get rehabbed against a mid carder. This match could be great though. I mean, Taichi for a while there, it looked like they were actually really going to get behind him and maybe like push him as one of the like real top guys. Like he almost kind of surpassed Saber in Suzuki-gun for a while there, but they've definitely cooled off on him recently for a little bit. Still, I think when he's actually trying to be a great wrestler and not doing like heel stuff, Taichi stuff, I think he can be great.
I don't know how I feel about just 4 guys. I don't know if I'm sold on just 4
I've yet to see a just 4 guys match, so I don't think they're important.
I'm still getting there. I don't think I'm sold yet, but
it's just 4 guys. Is Taichi, Doki,
it's Taichi and
Taka,
3 juniors. It's Taichi
Kanemaru.
and 3 mid card juniors.
Yeah.
So it's like they are literally just 4 guys.
This is a real
perfect.
faction of the year contender.
Just 4 guys versus the good looking guys. We could bring that up soon. There's a little teaser.
Taichi and Kanemaru versus Jack Morris and Jake Lee, or something like that.
Future THC heavyweight champ Jack Morris.
Yeah, friend of the show.
Sublime
Jack
every
Morris.
time.
Watch this space, everyone. So yeah, I think Ospreay Taichi should be good. I'm looking forward to this show. Three good matches on the show. From the top, going back to the just 4 guys, we have United Empire's Francesco Akira and TJP defending the IWGP Junior tag titles against Yoshinobu Kanemaru and Doki, which should be good. I think it should be solid. I love Akira and TJP as a team, and I do not think they will lose the titles here.
I agree.
They could, though. It's not out of the question. But they could.
Doki Choki. If he gets him in the Doki Choki, then I think it's a.
I hate that move. Sucks. Like there's not much in wrestling where I'm like, that's stupid. But the fucking, what does he call it? It's like the sunset lock or something. What is it?
What the Australian dude on the comment? Gino Gambino calls it.
He calls it the Doki Choki. What is it actually called though?
Let me look.
Oh, I hate it. Anyway, he just like wraps his. It's stupid. Just stand up. Ugh, I hate it. That move sucks.
That's what is it?
Everybody trying to tell me that like Doki's this good wrestler. I'm like, I don't believe you. You're lying to me.
Hey, Ninja Mac wants Doki.
Ninja Mac wants Doki. Well, Ninja Mac, you can have him. Go kill that. Go kill that dude. Yeah. So yeah, that's day 1. Day 2, we have more title matches. 3 title matches, in fact. Main event is Hiromu Takahashi defending the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship against Yo. Is it the Paradise Lock? No, not the Paradise Lock. The Paradise
Lock is Milano's move that Sonata does now.
The Paradise Lock is good. The fucking shitty Doki submission where I'm like mad thinking about it. Yeah, Hiromu versus Yo. What do you guys think about this? I have not seen that much of Yo.
I think Yo's not good. I'm just gonna say
he's like maybe not that good.
I don't think he's good, and like he's presented like a geek kind of. He has terrible music. He doesn't really do much. His gear, it looks like he's trying to dress for like. It looks like he's trying to be like a Supreme guy. Like he's always wearing like the hype beast looking gear. Like it looks like streetwear almost. Like I just don't like his. I don't really like Yo that much. I like Show a lot. I'm really high on Show, and I hate the Empire stuff. So what am I saying? Torture stuff. So
Oh yeah, show fucking sucks right now. Oh my god, it's sucks. Like I think like Yo is way better than Show right now, just based on how they're booked and how they're presented. But this is a big test for Hiromu. Hiromu's been when he came back from injury at the start, of course he was on fire. Right, he had awesome set of matches at Wrestle Kingdom. He's had great matches over the last few years, like mostly against heavyweights, like the Suzuki match, and who else has he faced in heavyweight that's been really good? I'm like forgetting off the top of my head, but I mean, even like he even pulled out like a pretty good match out of Evil during that title during that title reign. I have not been like thrilled, like blown away by a lot of his junior stuff recently, except for that like incredible Ishimori match from last year. And of course Desperado, he always has fantastic chemistry with Desperado, but these middling defenses just have not done much for me for New Japan and this title over like since the pandemic. So I'm looking forward to seeing if Hiromu, because he's so popular, I'm looking forward to seeing if his matches get a bit of a bump from that.
All-Star Junior Festival. That's the one.
Yeah, it's exciting. I saw Pen Christ Mission is coming, so that means that Hikaru Sato is going to be in it, which is good for me. Former Beast of the Week, Hikaru Sato.
I'm really the 2 guys I hope that are in it is I really hope Gruken Mask is in it because Ryuku Dragon is supposed to be, and I'm really hoping that Fujita Junior Hayato is part of it. So those are my 2
That'd
wishes.
That'd be sick.
My 2 wish lists.
I feel like it's going to be Muhashi.
Yeah, Hikaru Sato. He was a Beast of the Week when I nominated Bobby Fish.
Hikaru Sato and Bobby Fish, and when we fantasized an MMA match between them.
I think.
The Italian stretch number 32. Of course, it's a fucking Milano adjacent move. Anyway, I don't know why I insulted Milano there. He's just so
awesome, dude. Stop.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that. He's a goofball. Semi-main NJPW World Television Championship match. This got to be the match of the night right here. It's Sabre versus Ishii. 15-minute time limit. They're gonna go crazy for 15 minutes. They literally had a sub 15-minute match at Wrestle Kingdom a few years ago. That was awesome. this is just going to be great. Like, it's practically impossible that it's not, right?
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
Sabres retain the title.
Yeah, 100%. It's just getting started, but yeah, those two guys are like two of the most like consistent guys in the whole company for like you just give them just like 15 minutes.
So just do it, lock it in.
Yeah.
And then we have Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi defending the heavyweight tag titles against the mighty Don't Kneel, Mikey Nichols and Shane Haste. Looking forward to this one. I think
the best mighty Don't Kneel member is
Bronson Reed,
WWE. So no, it's not really the same because he's in the Elimination Chamber, which by the way is such a fucked up name. I don't know how that's never been changed. But I think TMDK. I'm not really sold on Zach being with TMDK. I think it's kind of dumb, honestly. But hopefully that the former TM61 will have a good match.
TM61. Yeah, I bet this is actually pretty good. Like Nichols and I don't think Nichols and Haste have really gotten their full shake yet, right? To actually be like a great tag team, because they put on really good tag matches their first run in like Noah and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to this one to see what they can do. They're not the most charismatic dudes out there, but I do think they're really talented wrestlers, and they are against two people. I can't believe I'm saying this, but like these are like Goto and Yoshihashi for so long had reputations of not being that charismatic as wrestlers, and now they're like easily considered two of the more charismatic people on the roster. So
yes.
Looking forward. I think that match could be pretty good.
Buddy Regal's here.
Regal.
Big Bunda
Parker. Regal.
Hello, fellas. Cheerios. Big Bunda Park. Oh, thank
Bunda.
you, Eagle.
We got a Bunda.
Bunda. That's right.
I think it's time for us to talk about my favorite thing. I think it's time for some talk about the Rey de Parejas.
Dragon Gate.
Yeah, so the only really notable Dragon Gate thing is that, the first Korakuen with cheering is back. They're going to have a Korakuen with cheering this week, and they're going to kick off their tag tournament, which is a 2-block tag tournament. The Rey de Parejas. The teams are, we're just going to talk about the teams real quick. The team of Yuki Yoshioka and Medoku Kikeda, the gold class team of BB Hulk and Kota Minoura, the Kung Fu Master team of Jason Lee and Jackie Funky Kame, Yoshi Kikato and Kaito Nagano of the Future class, the father-son team of Masaki Mochizuki and Mochizuki Jr., the Z-Brats team of Hyo and Ishin, the unaffiliated team of Yamato and Naruki Doi, the team of Dragon Kid and Dragon Daya, the gold class team of Benkei and Minarita, the M3K team of Susumu Mochizuki and Yasushi Kanda, the half unaffiliated team of Strong Machine J and Strong Machine F, and the Z-Brats team of Shun Skywalker versus Kai. Parker, what is your pick to win that tournament? Who's your pick to win that tournament?
Who do you think Strong Machine F is?
Ston Fuji.
Oh, really? I thought it was Fuminori Abe. I think that's a tough one. I think it's tough. I do think Yoshioka and Kikuta have a chance. I do think Doi and Yamato have a chance.
Give me Kito and Daya.
You think? I don't. So I don't think so. Not in a block that has Shun and Kai and Yamato and Doi. I'm gonna say
Jason and Jackie. I go Jason and Jackie.
I'm gonna say the finals are Yamato and Doi against Yoshioka and Kikuta, and I'm gonna say Yamato and Doi win it.
Well, I love Doyama, so hopefully that goes well. And what are we moving on to next? This is a spontaneous podcast.
I'm glad we talked about that. Do you have any thoughts at all on Dragon Gate, Jamie-san?
I don't know. I don't watch a ton, but I'll check out some of the matches. I'm
gonna watch every tournament match on this, and I'm looking forward to it.
Jamie, at least you're honest. Like, unlike some people who claim they won the whole 5-star Grand Prix and couldn't even name who Ami Saray was.
That was so preposterous, Jamie. There's no chance he watched that every single match in that, right?
No.
We're talking
so preposterous. I was like, thoughts on Ami Saray? He's like, not familiar. I'm like, what are you talking about?
For all the people though who want to know who we're talking about Ibu, the backup hangman. who could be seen on Monday and Thursday nights here. He claims that he watched the entire Stardom Grand Prix. We claim that's bullshit, considering, he's a notorious capper. But, if you believe him, then you do. So, Matthew, I agree. Korakuen.
I am also.
And I really want to go to Korakuen. I don't know when that'll ever happen, but I just want to go back to Korakuen, eat on some chicken nuggets and watch, some Dragon Gato. So
I want to talk briefly about GLEAT of all things,
I would
because
like-
they're doing their UWF first champion. They're crowning a UWF champion. They're doing a round robin tournament to determine it. 2 blocks. Block A is Yu Iisuka, Minoru Tanaka, Takanori Ito, and Dan Tamura of All Japan.
Dan.
Block B is Hikaru Sato of All Japan, Soma Watanabe, Shinya Aoki, and Tetsuya Izuchi. So hopefully it's Izuka and Izuchi in the finals, which would be awesome.
You want that, don't you?
Yeah, man, that'd be great. I would love Izuchi to win that championship. I think it'll be Shinya Aoki though. I think he'll be the one who is the first champion, but we'll see. So anyway, I just think that's interesting. Like they're finally actually doing like the UWF thing, which was the initial like goal. By the way, have you guys ever gone back and like looked at the first like GLEAT card and seen some of the wrestlers on it? It's completely unrecognizable. It's like Kazuyuki Fujita's on it. This is in the pandemic. This is like late 2020. Shuri's on it. Like Daisuke Sekimoto is on it. It's like completely unrecognizable. Now it's like a junior company. Yeah, it's that Strong Hearts influence, bro. That's the big change. I'm trying to think. Yeah, there's like other like old people who are on it. Like I think I want to say Masakatsu Funaki was on it too. But yeah, it's a different company now. Okay. Anything else? Anything else to preview?
I think it's time.
I think it's do you want to play your game, or do you want to just
I would like to play our game.
All right, let's play your game. I'm gonna destroy Jamie again.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot about wrestling.
It's time for a game. This is an All Japan show from 2019. Okay. The following is an 8-man tag team match. It is the team of Kento Miyahara, Naoya Nomura, Yuma Aoyagi, and Yoshitatsu versus Shuji Ishikawa, Yusuke Okada, Suwama, and Who.
Who was the first guy on the second team?
Shuji Ishikawa, Yusuke Okada, Suwama, and Who. Jamie's not going to get this. It's really just see how
team you are. Was it Kohei Sato? No. Was it? Oh gosh, are they still with the company?
I have to check.
How do you not know?
Oh my god, I didn't know this.
It wasn't like Odinson and Arrow.
This
Was
person
it?
is more than no longer with the company. More than that.
Atsushi Aoki,
I forgot.
the dead guy.
Yeah, I had to think about that one for a second. I forgot that he wasn't in the company. Also, Gianni Valletta, the IWRG guy, was on the show.
Wait, hold on. You had this guy as a trivia question. The person who has been dead for 4 years, and you were like, "Is he still with the company?"
I didn't think it through, man. I'm sorry. Okay, there's some Stardom for Jamie. Let's do some Stardom.
Okay.
Do some Stardom. I fucked up there. I'm sorry.
Better not be
I'm
fucking
gonna
Brandy
tweet
Rhodes again.
Hold on. Yeah, you read this. I'm gonna tweet real quick.
What are you gonna tweet? Oh my god, I can't believe I just did. I really apologize to everyone. It's poor form for me. Oh, here we go. Here's a Stardom show.
Oh yeah.
Okay. This Stardom show is from 2013.
Okay.
It's an eight-man intergender tag team match.
Masato Tanaka.
No. It's the team of Gota Ihashi, Kota Ibushi, Lynn Byron, and Mayu Iwatani versus Eri Susa, Hikaru Sato, Makoto, and who?
Oh my god.
I will
Suzuki.
give you a
Minoru
hint.
Suzuki.
I'll
Minoru
give you a
Suzuki.
hint. This person's currently signed to one of the top 2 country promotions in the world.
Nakazawa?
Fucking Christ. How did you get
Was I right?
it? Yeah, you were right.
that was too easy of a hint.
Stardom
Team up.
legend.
This is a 6-man tag team match. Hiroyo Matsumoto, Kairi Yoneyama, and Syuri versus Mika Nagano, Nene Takahashi, and who?
Was that Ryota Hama? The big.
This is a woman.
This is from when?
2013.
Well, this is on that same show.
Yes.
Gosh.
You're going to be kicking yourself. You're going to be kicking yourself.
Yoshiko. Kicking myself in 2013. Is it like Kyrie or someone or like Yo or
No,
someone?
Kyrie, you already said Kyrie.
It's a soon-to-be mother.
Tsukasa Fujimoto?
Yes.
Woo!
Wow.
I'm going to do 2 more. Now, I hope that Jamie can pull one back, but it's like it's not looking.
It's not looking good.
right.
It's not.
You know what? I'm going to do a WWE match just to spice it up a little bit.
Eric
Maybe.
Escobar.
No, because this is from 19. This is going to be from. Okay, yeah, it's going to be from 1997. So, actually no, we're going to do the 2000s. We're going to do the 2000s. You know, just to keep it fair. I'm going to do the year I was born, 2004. I may shock some people. I seem very old. This is a SmackDown live from Iraq.
Okay.
Hardcore Holly versus who? It's a Japanese person.
But Kaz Hayashi. But like his WWE name, whatever it was. No.
Oh,
It's a
what
Japanese
was
name. It's the same Japanese name that he uses here in Japan.
What was the
Tajiri.
I'm thinking of
Not
someone and I
Tajiri?
can't. What's the guy's name? I don't know if I forgot his name.
Mr. Fuji.
He exclusively wrestles in tradition now.
Oh, what? Is it one of Fujinami's sons?
Has a very common Japanese last name.
Yoshida? Who the fuck wrestles in tradition?
I feel like I know who it. I can like picture the person I'm thinking.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final guess.
Kenzo. Kenzo's, yes, it's Kenzo.
I can't get you. I don't know how I'm gonna ever get you. Okay,
Wait.
last one. This one though, it's gonna be from the toughest, the
that was the
toughest
guy I was
thing in all
thinking of.
wrestling.
Oh,
Honor
you were thinking
Rising.
of, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Honor
I
Rising
remember him
Japan.
winning.
Honor Rising, what year?
I don't know yet.
You're gonna look up an Honor Rising? Beer City Bruiser.
Shut up.
TK Orion.
You're just naming shitters.
No, those are people who earn title matches. Thank you.
We're gonna go Honor Rising Japan 2016. The team
Bobby
of
Fish.
stop. Can you stop, please?
Sorry.
The team of Bad Luck Fale, Cody Hall, Tamatonga, and Yujiro Takahashi versus Roshi Tanahashi, Big Mike Elgin, Tomoaki Honma, and who?
Cheeseburger. Rocky Honma. 2016.
It's an ROH wrestler of that time.
Lethal?
If you get this, you're cheating.
It wasn't Lethal. ROH WrestleMania
2016.
2016.
By the way, the second match on this card was Delirious versus Gato, which had to be like one of the worst matches of all time.
Cool. Get Booker match.
I didn't even think about that. Oh my god.
Seidel. Is it Seidel?
No, this guy's bad. Oh, there's your hint.
This guy's bad. Well, I feel like you and I have different definitions of who bad is. Who's
bad.
bad sometimes.
I'm
Do I think this guy's bad?
I think he has like domestic violence allegations too.
Moose.
There you go. I thought there were so many from ROH that like it would take you a second.
Who else in ROH? Lethal. Elgin.
Marty
Who
Scurll.
else? Well, that's a little bit different, but yeah, I mean,
I think Flip
it's all
does
bad.
too. I think Flip does too. Okay, time for
Flip?
Beast of the Week.
All right, that was a good game. Kinzo Suzuki is my beast.
I have to up my game for next week. I have to stump Parker. I have to stump Parker
You have to
soon.
stump me. I literally did not think about this question at all until just now.
Can you put the thing on the board, please?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That was very unprofessional of me.
I'm so mad.
I was the guy. Sorry, I was the guy who was bringing in Nia Jax at the Rumble this week.
I'm not.
Boom.
Girl.
Okay. I think my beast of the week is gonna have to be motherfucking Gunther for breaking the time record in a traditional Royal Rumble and doing so like excellently. He wasn't one of those like shitters who just lasts forever for no reason and like Liv Morgan who's like who cares. Like he was actively involved in the match from start to finish. He was great. He had one of the best final twos of all time with Cody at the very end.
It was like rock big show level for me.
Yeah, and it was like obvious. It was so obvious that Cody was going to win, and yet like fucking Gunther's not going to main event Mania, at least not this year, right? And yet there was still that little like he was so good that there was that little bit of inkling of doubt that's like maybe they do it, maybe they pull the trigger on the Gunther. So I think my beast of the week is going to be Gunther for his Rumble performance.
Jamie, on to you.
I didn't think about this. Okay, I'm gonna go for a bit of a random one. She didn't win the Royal Rumble, but I had fun seeing her back. I'm gonna go for Asuka.
That's a good choice.
Came back at the Rumble. New theme, new look. She looks a bit like.
Can I say something real quick about Asuka? The funniest thing to me this week has been all the people that are like, "Oh my god, that's Kana."
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're a big like Neo fan or whatever the fuck she was in.
J Star, right?
JD Star.
Like,
bless
you
you.
Fucking didn't watch a Kana match. Can we be real here? Like, no, you didn't. I haven't, and I'm a bigger mark than you, and I have not watched a single Kana match.
Watching a lot of early 2010s Wave and
I have
JWP.
No, so I just wish people stopped lying. People
I'm allowed to because I
like,
have
points. Like no one cares. This is like Ibu. He did that. He was like, "Oh, I watched the 5-star Grand Prix." Like, no, you didn't. You don't even know who Ami Saray is. Don't lie. Like, be honest. I hate when people lie, and there's other people that lie and say they've watched it. That's like not true. But like, just don't lie about what you watch. No one likes you if you. Well, no one likes impressed if you say like, "Oh, I watched this." No one cares.
Especially if we can tell.
No, we can tell you didn't watch it. We can tell because like, why are you saying Kana? You saw like a tweet from like Wrestling Humble that said, "Oh, that looks like Kana," and now everyone's a fucking Kana expert. So can we just please like stop like pretending to be experts about things we are? Like Asuka's sweet, but just call her Asuka. You're not cool if you call her like, yeah, like remember when Sean Ross Sapp said like, "Oh, I love Tekla. Like Tekla's great." I'm like, you don't watch Tekla. Like,
Did you guys know that Bryan Danielson was called American Dragon early in his career?
Actually, another thing. Why does everyone just call him Dragon? I don't understand that. Like, why is cool. I don't call Okada the Maker. Like, I don't call.
That's cool though.
I don't call Masaki Mochizuki Iron Man. Like it's not what you.
That's
it's not
also
what
cool. You're not helping your point here with all these cool names.
Yeah.
well, you're a mark if you call him Dragon. I'll just say that. Okay, finish the Oscar thing.
Yeah. No,
She was great.
yeah,
Awesome.
she came back. New look, new theme.
She was so far and away the best wrestler in that women's rumble.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, it was like instantly obvious. Like,
I
the
really like
levels of-
Becky in it. I think Becky was a tad better for me.
She was like so. By the way, she's like 42, right? She's like running around out there like it's nothing. She's like twice as old as Roxanne out there, and she's outworking her. It's like, bro.
I think she's the best WWE women's wrestler ever.
Yeah, I would not disagree with that. She's
I,
great.
I have watched kind of matches, so I'm allowed to be excited for this. Yeah, I can call her.
Jamie, I trust you on that. But like,
Yeah, we believe
everyone else
you,
on
Jamie.
Twitter,
son.
like, no, you didn't. You didn't watch Connor.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing some fraudulent.
Or it's like they saw like a clip of her in that Corkin match against Suzuki, where Suzuki.
It'd be like if
beat
I
the
tried
shit
to
out
like
of her.
explain Uncle Howdy lore. Like if I was like talking about Uncle Howdy, like I don't watch Uncle Howdy, which by the way is just preposterous. Like that's a whole. We
It's
could
Trevor
go
Lee.
on. No, it's Bo Dallas.
It's Trevor Lee. It's not going to be Bo Dallas. It's
I
gonna
wanted it to
Trevor
be
Lee.
Trevor Lee so badly. TNA
It's going to be
superstar
Trevor Lee, dude. It's him. It's him. That's why he attacked LA Knight, because they have history.
I love LA Knight, by the way. LA Knight's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love LA
Giant.
Knight. I think
So
he's
dumb.
like I think people saying that he's like a young Rock is kind of dumb. A young Stone Cold, whatever they say. Like I think that's pretty dumb.
He's a shitter.
But
He's also older than Stone Cold was when
Yeah,
he was
he's not-
when he was
He's
like
not a shitter.
over.
He's not a shitter. He's actually pretty cool. But
He's pretty bad.
okay. My beast of the week could only go to one man.
code
Adrenaline
man.
in the soul. Every fight.
Our 3 WWE the Pearl podcast starts with a Pitch Black review, and we do we
We have all
and we
three
end with
WWE
3 WWE beasts of the week.
You know, we're a WWE pod now. I mean,
Yeah.
we're trying to get the casual fans.
We're trying to get the casual fan. We're going to start talking about Bloodline lore next week. What do you guys think Jay fucking Uso's going to do now? Did you know he's different than Jimmy?
the third Uso like kills me. There's just like
That
a
was
third
really
Uso.
what's I forget her name, but yeah, she's one of my mutuals tweeted like who's like not that much of a modern fan but watches for like big shows. She's like, the third Uso brother is scaring me.
You know,
Like,
the fact that
why
there's
are there
like a third
3
Uso
now?
is just hilarious. And
Because
like
he looks just like him. He could easily just
And he has
be
a
their
different
like
name.
brother.
Why is he Solo Sikoa? Why isn't he just Solo Uso? Like
Solo Uso.
I don't understand that. Okay,
Sikoa
this week
Uso.
Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is legitimately my favorite wrestler in the world. I think Cody Rhodes is unreal. I'm man enough to admit I was very emotional when he left AEW. I just have to be honest with you.
You were very emotional.
Yeah, shut up. AEW, I really love Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is awesome. And Cody Rhodes is my beast of the week. And I'd like to, end this out by saying, we didn't get to talk about Uncle Howdy, but I'd listen to Mark from Brian and Vinny. That's who you need to listen to about Uncle Howdy.
No, he was great on that. He was about how stupid it is. That was awesome. Okay, sponsored by Mountain Dew Pitch Black. Thank you for Mountain Dew for sponsoring this episode.
Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Yeah, if you watched, we appreciate it. Subscribe, share the video, all that type of stuff. Do all that stuff.
And I'd like to say, continue to watch our pods because we're gonna have some surprises for you. We're gonna have
we have interviews lined up. The Ninja Back interview was very successful, and we are very excited about who.
We have some interviews and some interviews with some people that you may have seen on TV soon. There's a little hint, but so everyone. Is that Margaret Thatcher?
Rest in peace. Okay. Goodbye, everybody.
No.